Darling, named after Charles Henry Darling, who came to the Cape as Lieutenant Governor in 1851, was founded on the farm Langfontein in 1853. The farming community of Darling, which concentrates on the production of wheat, grapes, potatoes, peas and dairy farming, is situated 65 kilometers from Cape Town on the west coast. The seasonal kaleidoscope of yellow wheat fields in summer, rust-colored vineyards in autumn, rich green hills in winter, and the immense beauty of the wildflowers in spring gained some added color when the off-road racing fraternity hit town for the Nissan Dealers 400. 17 special vehicles and 25 production vehicles made the long haul from KwaZulu-Natal, Northwest Province and Gauteng to the Western Cape late in March for round one of the South African Off-Road Car Championship. The Nissan Dealers 400 broke new ground in that it was the first time that an off-road event had been held in the region, and also included two interesting newcomers to the sport in the form of Mark Renier and Alfie Cox.
Originally when Tiara said to me that's the route we were going to go, I was wondering if it would be the right route for me, but I quite enjoyed it. And nowadays in life I think you've got to adapt to everything that's thrown at you, otherwise you get left behind.
Nissan Motorsport had decided to concentrate its efforts on 3 Class T super trucks and a dealer-supported Class D and E effort.
So exciting, and first time I got in the car was this morning. Took it for a little spin up there. I got Henry Testeka as my navigator. Apparently he's very experienced, so I think I'm in safe hands. I hope he's in safe hands with me, and like they said to me, I'm under no pressure. I only have to basically finish this year, gain experience, and just get the car around the circuit, and I can't ask for any more than that, not having pressure. But you know what it's like when the flag drops, it's in your blood, and I'm almost sure we're going to give it a full go. But exciting, I just cannot believe that it's happened, and I'm not finished with the motorcycles. Everybody thinks I'm finished. I've still got a 2-year contract with the Dakar. I'm not finished with the Dakar, definitely on the motorcycle side of it, and but this car door to open for me is just something else. I mean, 40 years old now. I've been racing for 23 years, and yeah, it's a new experience, and I don't know if it's going to excite me like a motorcycle has, but definitely it's just the best thing that's happened at the moment.
The prologue, to determine the starting positions for Saturday's main event, comprised a fast 68-kilometer section, which included farmlands, vineyards and sandy trails. Hannes Grobler and Richard Lee gave early notice that they intended to dominate the event when they set the fastest time in the prologue in their Class T, proudly South African Nissan hardbody. The veteran pair won the last 4 events of the 2002 Bankfin Off-Road Championship and were intent on making it 5 in a row. Former production vehicle champions Geniel de Villiers and Francois Jordan had dominated the early part of the 2002 season with 3 consecutive wins in the Nissan hardbody. De Villiers hails from the Cape and had a significant fan base in attendance throughout the weekend. Multiple champions Arpi Reinecke and Robin Houghton were 3rd fastest in the Class T Castrol Toyota Land Cruiser and would start the main event 4 minutes behind pacesetter Grobler. Newcomer to Class A for unlimited special vehicles Gerald Mundell and co-driver Bill Bond were 4th fastest overall and 1st in the special vehicle category in the locally designed and constructed Prolong Bat. Atangmacher Genene and Mike Stangel were 5th fastest in the SAM Racing Jimco, only 19 seconds behind Mundell. The Botswana-born businessman won last year's Barberspun 500. Tosca farmer Piet Hasbrook and new co-driver Freddie Skippers were on the pace in their Class D Castrol Toyota Land Cruiser and could be relied upon to put in a hard charge for a podium finish. Klerksdorp-based Hein Grobler and Gerard Prinsloo did not have the best of seasons in 2002, but were confident that the newly formed 3-car GBS Nissan team would bring home the bacon in 2003. KZN driver Rob Gurney was in fine form in the Class B John Rao-designed Autoworld JRE and posted the 8th fastest time in the prologue, ahead of some of the more fancied contenders. Andrew Birkin made the transition from production vehicles to special vehicles and put up a good performance in the Class B Wingfoot to claim the 9th fastest time. KZN Cane Farmers and 2001 Class E champions Manfred Schroeder and Jack Peckham were the leading Class E qualifiers in the diesel-powered Ford Racing Ranger and rounded out the top 10. Mark Renier and veteran Chris Birkin had a bit of a wrong slot in the vineyards, which cost them valuable time and had to be content with the 11th fastest time in their Castrol Toyota Hilux, only 2 seconds slower than Schroeder. The reigning Rotax Max World Karting Champion appeared to have adapted well to his new role as off-road racing driver. Francois Smith qualified 12th in his Nissan-powered Class B Sandmaster, but would sadly retire from the race early the following day. 22-year-old Scott Abram and 54-year-old Richard Carolyn swapped roles in the Nissan Dealers 400. 13th placed Abram made his debut as a driver, and Obert, as he's affectionately known, made his as a co-driver. Marius van Vuren had a new co-driver in place of his wife Tracy, and he and Chris Marie qualified 14th in the Alberonti Land Rover 110 Defender. They had Dakar star Alfie Cox breathing down their necks in the Nissan Hardbody. Cox and co-driver Henny Terstegen were only 10 seconds slower in their first outing together, and Cox didn't even seem at all fussed by this slight overshoot, even finding time to acknowledge his fans. Hannes Steyn and Ferdy Segers were consistent performers in 2002 in their Roger Taylor-built Class E Toyota Hilux. The lanky Steyn was only 29 seconds slower than Cox in the more powerful Class D Nissan Hardbody. Veteran rally and off-road driver Cassie Kutsia and co-driver Oki Fourie were in action in a new diesel-powered Class E Castrol Toyota Hilux built at the Toyota assembly plant near Durban. They qualified 17th in the prologue. Arthur Van Zwiel and Piero Antigua were 18th fastest in their new Class D Thorpe Delta Isuzu. The pair had campaigned the Mitsubishi Pajero in past seasons. Reigning Class E champions Hugo de Bruyn and Stefan Elof seemed to be off the pace of the rest of the Class E field in their Toyota Hilux and had to be content with 19th place, almost 2 minutes behind class leader Cronier. Neil Woolridge and Ken Scholthammer had to make do with a Class E Ford Racing Ranger, which they entered in Class T to score maximum points, when their accident-damaged SBM-built Ford Ranger did not arrive back from France in time for the race. Winner of 2 races in 2002, John Weir-Smith and Jeff Minnett had dramas before the prologue and almost didn't make the race.
Say thank you very much to Toyota for giving us their prized mechanics to come through and help us out and get this problem sorted out. Otherwise we wouldn't be racing today. Thanks a lot.
Reigning production vehicle champions Duncan Foss and Mike Griffith had moved up to Class T, but their run in the proudly South African Nissan Hardbody was short-lived. The starting order for the Nissan Dealers 400. Nissans grabbed the top 2 places, with production vehicles accounting for 6 of the top 10. Makhekenene would have to play catch-up on newcomer to Class A, Mandel. Only one special vehicle made it into the next 10 placings, with Class E Buckies occupying 5 spots. Less than a minute separated 13th to 18th place, and the Nissan Dealers 400 was shaping up to be a battle supreme in all the classes. Storm clouds, cold coastal mist and heavy winds greeted crews when they arrived at the start of the Nissan Dealers 400 on Saturday morning.
We've come down from Natal because we feel that this event needs to be supported. It is the first round of the championship, and we've got 10 of us have come down, and we feel that the sport needs to be taken to all the 4 corners of the provinces. So this is where we are, down in the Western Cape, and we hope it'll be a good event. The weather isn't too good today, but we think that the rain will help harden the sand, so it will make a little bit of a difference. As sand cars, two-wheel drive, we're going to battle a little bit, but I think it's going to be good.